What's up, dude? Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Carly, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I post videos about pretty much whatever I want, like sit-down videos about true crime, TikTok drama, celebrity gossip, like conspiracy theories, legit whatever I want. And today we are going to be talking about a TikToker. So let's get into it. So today we are going to be talking about Christina, or as she's known by her TikTok handle, LifeWithLocklyn. Christina is a single mother with a daughter named Locklyn. She does a lot of videos with her daughter. They do, I think it's called like Unbox with Locks for Locklyn. She's a really funny kid, and that's why I followed them in the first place, was because Christina would tell funny stories that like Locklyn did or whatever. So that's basically the gist of their channel. They just post about whatever they want, funny stories, anecdotes, like anything. Christina made a TikTok video explaining how she was going to be taking her daughter Locklyn to Disney World, and basically Locklyn wanted to go to Disney World and go to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, which is really expensive, but her mom Christina, she's a single mom, she gets no help from anybody, so she was like, hey Locklyn, I'm super sorry, but if you really want to go to Disney, like, you have to find a way to come up with the money to pay for yourself as well as an adult to go with you, because you're a kid, you can't go by yourself. So Locklyn did that, but then COVID happened, so then Christina told Locklyn, hey, I'm so sorry, like, we can't go to the park, but the Disney cruise, like, you could still go on that. And she was like, they have a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique there, so we could do that trip instead. So they end up doing that trip. Locklyn sells like tie-dye t-shirts and stuff and raises the money, and they go on this cruise. Well, then later Locklyn kind of had buyer's remorse, and she was like, no, I really want to go to the park. Well, it unfortunately just wasn't in the budget, so Christina, told Locklyn, hey, that's not gonna happen. But then about 6 months ago, she was looking up like Disney prices and everything and whatnot on her computer at work. Her boss saw that and offered to essentially pay for their trip, their room, and their tickets, I believe. So basically what we understand is that her boss decided to pay for this trip because they were someone that went to the parks like twice a year, and it was some of their fondest memories, and they wanted Locklyn to have that as well. Super cool. So then Christina surprises Locklyn with the trip before she goes in for her tonsillectomy.
Thank you everyone for the support. I'm in the hospital now and I'm getting ready, so we have a little bit now to wait.
A little bit of time. How are you feeling?
Good.
You are feeling good? Are you nervous?
Only a tad.
Are you at all excited? You are?
I'm like that excited.
That excited, and how much nervous? So a lot of people on TikTok and a lot of your family and a lot of your friends have been sending you...
My friends?
Yeah.
And my family?
Yeah. Have been saying like, get well soon, have a speedy recovery.
Thank you.
Thank you, and say, and when I'm done recovering, I'm going to Disney World.
Oh, nice.
Say, when I'm done recovering after the summer in September, I'm going to Disney World for 7 days.
What's this say?
I said, when you're done recovering in September, you're going to go to Disney World for 7 days.
When I'm done recovering in September? Wait, I'm not going to be done recovering in September.
You're going to be done recovering sooner than that, but...
Okay. I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah, and then after that, I'm going to go do some time in Universal Studios.
And after that, I'm going to go do some time in Universal Studios.
With my mom.
With my mom.
That's my present for surgery.
Yay!
I thought you were going to be nervous, but you're not nervous. I was going to tell you when you were super nervous, but I don't think that's coming.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about for Disney World?
Do I get to go to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique?
Again?
Yeah. I know I'm expensive.
We'll see, because Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, time to go get ready, right?
Yeah.
So see you later.
See you later.
I will be the first one to admit that it seems a little bit extreme, but there's a little bit more to it. Some of you might remember that back in 2019, Locklyn asked to go to Disney World, but it wasn't in the budget. Long story short, she started her own business. She worked for about 1.5 years, 2 years, saved up all the money to go to Disney. COVID. The one thing she wanted more than anything out of her Disney vacation was the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. It was closed at the parks and at Disney Springs, but it was open on the cruise ship. So our Disney travel agent suggested that maybe we go there. And we did. It was obviously run by Locklyn. She was cool with it. She was really excited. We had a fantastic time on a Disney cruise. If you've never done it, do it. Expensive, but it's great. Now fast fast forward to about 2 months ago when Locklyn came to me and asked me if Disney World was still out of the budget. Disney World will always be out of the budget, so yes. She essentially explained to me that she had buyer's remorse. She regretted spending her money on the cruise and said she wished she had saved her money until after COVID and she could have gone and enjoyed the parks like she wanted to. Although she did have fun on the cruise, she really wanted to experience Disney parks. It's one way to hurt my little mom heart, so I jumped on my computer and I was like, all right, can I start a payment plan and get this going for like 2026? I'm a single mom who keeps this house afloat by myself. No, not even in 2026. Probably not even in 2036. So I closed my laptop and called it a night. The next day, I went to work. My boss saw what I was looking at when I booted up my computer in the morning during our morning meeting. I explained to him everything I just explained to you, and he insisted that I take her. Apparently, when he was growing up, his family took him 2 times a year with his siblings, and it was the fondest memories that he has with his parents. So he insisted that I go. And he is home. I'm never leaving this company. This is only one of the reasons, but treat your employees well. If you make it so good that they never want to leave, they won't. So yes, although your son got a Lego set, I'm sure he was super happy with his Lego set, Locklyn would have gotten a popsicle, if not for this whole scenario. And I am high-key just as excited as she is to be going on this vacation. And that's on Locklyn getting a trip to Disney World and Universal for a tonsillectomy. Seems a bit extreme, I know, but that's the whole story.
But then, unfortunately, a payment got missed, or there was something. She doesn't go into like a ton of detail about it, but essentially some payment got missed, so then they were not able to go on this Disney vacation, which is super sad.
I am going to start this video by saying this. I am not looking for anybody to solve this problem. This video got a lot of traction, and I actually just got a comment on it about 5 minutes ago. It is currently 9:15, and what I'm about to tell you just took place at 8 p.m. We aren't going. We were supposed to be going in 39 days. Ish. I don't know if we've been on the ball every day changing that. Unfortunately, payments weren't made, and today was the deadline to do that. Today at 8 p.m. So, unfortunately, the reservation has been canceled. I don't know the circumstance surrounding why this happened. I just know that it happened. Locklyn does not know that this has happened. I am dreading telling her. And she draws pictures of her dressed as Tinkerbell at the Bippy Boppy Boutique. And as a mom, my heart just like hurts knowing that I'm gonna crush hers. I don't know how I'm gonna tell her, so if you have suggestions, I'm open to them. I would never have told her if I thought there was even a slight possibility that it would fall through. And it's okay because things happen and like, it happens. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just sad for her. If I could fix it, I would. But I can't. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not looking for any one of you to fix it either. I'm just providing an update because people do ask about the trip a lot. And they're probably going to be expecting to see content or something. And it's not coming. I hadn't cried on the internet in quite some time, so I guess I was due. So, you're welcome. Good morning. There are a couple things I would like to address about this video. I'm going to try and make it quick, and I'm going to try and make it quiet because Locklyn is here and she doesn't know yet. I've also learned that people don't know that if you click this comment right here, it will bring you back to the previous video. Although I said I wasn't looking for anybody to solve this problem, many people did volunteer to try and help solve this problem. So I would like to bring your attention to this account. Was that long enough? Hold on. That mom had a Make-A-Wish trip scheduled and it was canceled because of COVID. If you're looking to help someone, it should be her. I swear my dog never eats until I need to make a video. So please ignore her. Another comment that I've been receiving a ton of is that I should be incredibly mad at my boss and that I should not work there anymore. I could be mad, but that's not going to get me to the trip. My boss is human like the rest of us. Things happen. I'm sure at the time of the promise and the time of booking the trip, they had no intention of not following through. I like my job. I like where I work. I like him as a boss. Things happen. Am I incredibly disappointed? Absolutely. Am I upset? Sure. But like, What can I do? Like, being angry, being upset, quitting my job is definitely not going to solve anything. If there's any frustration at all, it's that Locklyn knows. And that before I told Locklyn, which was right before her surgery, I made sure I triple checked. I asked them, I said, is there any way this falls through? If there's even this much of a possibility that it falls through, I'm not telling her. And I was given the go ahead, which again leads me to believe that it wasn't the intention to fall through. Yes, they knew payment was due. Yes, they were reminded. No, if we got an extension, it's not being paid. All very popular comments. Another trending comment is that Locklyn has been on a Disney cruise before, and she went on a cruise with Captain Kate. Therefore, like, we need to chill. Although kind of valid, I think people are failing to remember that Locklyn actually paid for her Disney cruise. Locklyn's actually cleaning her room if you can hear all that loud noise. Let me quickly summarize that part of the story in case anyone has missed that. Wanted to go to Disney, it wasn't in the budget. She saved up her money through starting her own business. She created tie-dye shirts, sold hundreds of them, hundreds. More than anything else at Disney World, she wanted to go to the Bippity Boppity Boutique. COVID happened, Bippity Boppity Boutique closed. Our travel agent called us, said it's closed at the parks, it's not closed on the cruise ships. Would you be interested in going on a cruise? We consulted Locklyn. She said yes. We went on the cruise that Locklyn paid for. Also, Locklyn not only paid for herself, she paid for me too. Because in order to afford it in the budget, I was like, you need to pay for yourself, but you can't go by yourself, so you need to pay for an adult as well. Maybe that's mean, but that was the reality of the situation. So for those of you calling her spoiled, which other 5-6-year-old do you know that started her own business and successfully raised over 3,000 American dollars? Another popular comment is people offering suggestions on how to do it cheaper. I appreciate you, I genuinely do. It's just absolutely not an option right now. Change of scenery, I need to finish this very quickly. A lot of you are like, Locklyn is such a great kid. She's probably gonna be so understanding and everything's gonna be okay. And maybe this is a perspective that's not shared by many, but I think that makes it worse for me. The fact that you're right, the fact that she's gonna be so cool about it because she's not a brat, the fact that she's such a good kid that she will be understanding about something like this, even though I know her heart's gonna be broken. That's why she should go. I hate that I've been put in this situation. I wish that I could fix it. I have been spending the last 2 nights thinking of any possible way to fix it. Like, is there anything in my house that I could sell? What could I give up to make this happen for her? I could probably start putting money away and be able to do this in like 2027. I don't know, but here's an extra layer of like what's making it kind of sad for me. Locklyn is 8, and this would probably be the last year that the magic was real for her. The princesses were real, everything was real. If we go in the future, and I'm sure that we will, although Disney magic is alive for adults as well, it is a different kind of magic for kids. I wanted her to experience that, and I, as her mom, wanted to experience that watching her. And I know people are saying, like, people are struggling to pay their bills and people are struggling to feed their kids, and I get it. I totally get it, which is why I said I'm not looking for anybody to solve this problem. But if we lived in this mindset of, like, you can't be sad because I have more reason to be sad, that means that one person in the world would be allowed to be sad. And that's not right. My sad doesn't take away from your sad. It doesn't work that way. You can be sad and I can be sad for 2 completely different reasons. I wish that we could go, but I have fully accepted that we can't. I just have to tell Locklyn, and I've been putting that off.
But Christina explains that because Locklyn is such a great kid and she's so understanding, like, she understood where her mom was coming from and that they couldn't afford it, and then, the trip got canceled. She understood the situation and was, like, okay with it, which Christina said made it, like, 10 times more difficult. But then Christina told Locklyn, hey, if you want to go, like, we gotta figure out a way to raise the funds in order to make it happen. So Locklyn comes up with this sticker idea. So she starts, like, designing and selling stickers, and there's someone, like, just down the street and around the corner from them that makes the stickers, that like prints and cuts them and everything. So they raise money through these sticker sales, and I'm gonna see if the link is still up. I'll insert videos or photos of it and whatnot here.
So about an hour ago, I have informed Locklyn of the news. As I expected, she took it like a champ, but she did have some questions, comments, concerns, a lot of them the same ones that we all have. So when I told you, we were in the car, right? Mm-hmm. What were some of your thoughts or feelings or questions?
I was thinking of why that was happening. Like, it just didn't make sense.
Right.
I was just confused.
Like us.
I was really disappointed, but I don't know why someone would do that to a kid.
Again, we had the same thoughts. During the conversation, we talked about how this doesn't make anybody a bad person, but you had just said that this makes it
Kind of hard to trust people.
to trust people when they say they're going to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's completely valid right now. But who can you always depend on?
Myself.
Right. So if we want to make something happen, we have to come up with new solutions, right?
Right.
And we still want to go to Disney World, right?
Right.
So what's your idea?
So, I mean, technically, we were thinking of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're still going to try to go to Disney, but we're going to try to start selling stickers
Mm-hmm.
for our TikTok followers.
Right.
I'm going to design them, and you can put them like on your water bottle, on your laptop, on technically whatever.
Okay.
And I had an idea. This is like, I think, probably going to be the favorite of my ideas.
Okay.
I was going to do one. I'm popping out of a box, and I'm doing the L sign for Unbox with Locks. And I'll say above my head, Unbox with Locks time.
Okay. And that's a sticker.
Yeah, that's a sticker.
Great idea.
If you have any ideas for a sticker, I'm happy to hear them.
That's a good idea too. Our trip was supposed to be next month, so it's not really realistic to think that we can, our countdown's up there, that we can find someone to design these stickers, design them, print them, and get them mailed out before this trip. The dog's bringing us her water bowl. Please hold.
It's not just going to happen overnight. It might take a while, but I know it's eventually going to happen.
Because you're depending on,
Myself.
that's right, and you're gonna work hard. And it won't be the first time, because you've started a business before, right?
Tie-dye, dog walking. That was it.
Yeah. So, this is our next venture. I don't know when we're gonna land ourselves in Disney, but Locklyn's going to work how hard?
As hard as you can ever work.
And we're gonna make it happen, right? And you're gonna have a Disney trip that you've always dreamed of, right?
Right.
It's gonna happen. And it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be disappointed, but we're just gonna make it happen, right?
Right. And eventually, I know we're going to go to Disney. I'm a little bit upset that that happened, but I know that we're going to go to Disney at some point. My mom told me that some of you guys wanted to support us, so just thank you, and this is what we're going to do.
You have a really great attitude.
Because of this.
Okay. She is, in fact, a crystal kid, so. Okay, so stay tuned, right?
Right.
And let us know all of your sticker ideas, and we're going to try and make it happen. Okay? Life happens, right?
Yeah.
What can you do? Say la vie.
They raise enough money to go to Disney. They want to send other families to Disney as well.
Locklyn, do you have some news? Do you want to tell us about it?
Yes.
Okay. Take it away.
My stickers are ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm launching the website right now, so I hope you enjoyed them. Since my Disney trip fell through, I wanted to make my own business so I can pay for it.
Depending on yourself.
Yes. And some of the money that I get will go to acts of kindness to do.
Yeah.
And we're supporting a small business that is helping us make our stickers.
Mm-hmm. They're cutting our stickers, and they live locally, literally right around the corner from us.
Go check out my stickers.
And we're going to go live to answer any questions that you may have. I just want to add that this is our first time starting like a Shopify business, so if it's not like incredibly smooth, please forgive us. We're doing our best out here. All right, let's get this sticker business going, huh? Let's. Hey everyone, I ran away from Locklyn for just a second because I want to fill you in on part of the secret that she doesn't know. A few days ago when Locklyn went live to talk about her business plan, people were so amazed by her work ethic that they decided that they were going to rally together and send her on this trip. her trip outside of spending money and dining reservations is paid for. So she thinks that she's working to pay her way to Disney, but she's not. Ideally, if sticker sales go well, I would like to send another family who wouldn't have the chance to go to Disney to Disney. You guys helped us, and I would really love to pay it forward. And when she finds out, I think she's gonna love this idea too. She's going to pack all the orders and ship all the orders. Everything's going to be done by Locklyn, my little 8-year-old entrepreneur. The first part of ticket sales, I will say, just the name of full transparency, will go towards keeping our dining reservations. But aside from that, someone else is gonna get to go. And I hope that you love this plan just as much as I do. Wish us luck. Happy Halloween. Locklyn's a woodland fairy. I'm one of her woodland friends. Glad we got that out of the way. Because I have a minute to myself right now, I wanted to make this video. We are 1000% still giving a family a trip to Disney. I thought the family would have known by the 1st of October. They don't know. Why is that? Glad you asked. I've never given anything away of this size ever, so I didn't really know anything about what I was doing. In the name of full transparency, there's legalities involved. Who knew? Not me. So I have been looking into that. I thought of a solution, a loophole around the legalities, if you will. I cover my own ass, had some conversations, met with some people. Turns out that plan's not gonna fly either. It's happening. The money is sitting in my account waiting to be spent on a family. I just have to make sure that in helping somebody else, it doesn't come back to bite me in the end. You know? What's the saying, no good deed goes unpunished? I'm trying to avoid that. I narrowed it down to 5 families. Locklyn will pick the winning family. 1 is from Locklyn's school, 1 is from our town, 1 is from a neighboring town, 2 are from the United States. I have no idea who she'll pick. I know people had questions. I know people were wondering if they had missed it. You have not. I just need to make sure that everything is done correctly. I want to surprise this family just as badly as you guys do, so please know that I'm working on it diligently. Thank you all for being so incredibly patient. And I wish Locklyn were here to show you her costume because it would make this make more sense. But in the meantime, here's Ivy the mermaid. Stay safe tonight.
But here's the thing, with doing that, you're also liable for if something happens on that trip. Like Christina would be liable for that. So after like a month of not hearing anything from Christina, people started to think that maybe this was a scam, which I understand why people thought that. But then Christina came out with a really good video explaining the entire situation, and in a really good way. I felt like she wasn't trying to displace blame. She was just coming clean and being like, hey, so like this is where I've been for the last few months. We've been trying to figure this out, trying to find a way to make it so all parties involved are covered. She goes, we have the money to give these trips away to other families. It's sitting in an account, like we're not touching it. The money's just staying there until we can figure out a way to give away these trips to other people in a way that doesn't hold her liable should anything happen. Which, like, honestly, if someone gave me a free trip and like I broke my arm or something crazy happened, I'd be like, yeah, that's on me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, oh, you bought me this trip, it's your fault. Like, come on. But you never know. You just have to protect yourself. And with Christina being a single mom, doing like TikTok and just being a content creator, but also having another full-time job on top of it and having a daughter, I fully understand where she's coming from with this.
Hey, remember me? Yeah, long time no see. And I've been putting off making this video, but now's the time. How about a little life update? And if I'm being a little vague in some areas, just know that I have to be. And when I can give you more information, I will. Despite what people like this think, I'm not hiding from making content because of the Disney trip thing. But I will address that first. And I feel like the best way to be in this situation is fully transparent. I feel like this topic should probably just be a video of its own, but it's not going to be because I'm going to condense everything into here and now for you. So there are liabilities and like legalities into giving away anything of this size, and I didn't know that. Now I do. So I made the decision to gift a Disney vacation to a charity, and then that charity would then give it to the family, and it would take the liability off of me and onto the charity, which would have the means to cover themselves in case something went wrong. I had a charity lined up. They were an American charity. I live in Canada. For tax purposes and other reasons, I couldn't choose an American charity. I then began looking for a Canadian charity. I haven't had any luck. If you know of one, please let me know because I've been pretty unsuccessful. I even started posting in like Disney family groups or like Disney planning groups to be like, hey, if anyone knows of a charity that would be willing to donate a trip to Disney to a family that we've selected, please let me know. Unsuccessful. The whole picking a family thing was a lot harder than I anticipated. As I mentioned in previous videos, Locklyn was going to pick. We went through them. I shouldn't have done that. I have a people pleaser of a child who didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and she was just carrying the burden of like picking one family and then not having the other families get to go. And that was a poor judgment call on my end. Based on what I saw in all of the submissions, there was only one family that was submitted more than once. And I just thought that would be the winner. So we have tentatively selected that family. They don't know yet, you don't know yet, and that's because I need to figure out which charity we are going to donate the trip through to give them this vacation so that I can't be sued. If that makes sense. The money is still in my account. The money has never been touched. It is there and it is waiting, which kind of brings me to my next point. I wasn't not making content to avoid that. I was actually not making content because I didn't have time to make content. I started a brand new full-time job, which occupies a lot of my time and energy, but also I kept my 2 part-time jobs. I had to take on that many jobs because I experienced some unexpected financial hardship, and that is the part that's going to be a little vague for right now. My heart is racing, even just thinking about it. Eventually I will be able to tell you about something that happened. Now is not the time. We need to let the dust and we just need to let things settle. However, even through all of that, I didn't touch that money. The money is there. I really could have used the money a couple months ago. I didn't touch it. It's there. I promise it's still there. I don't know how I prove that to you other than showing you my bank statements, which I do not plan on doing. So yeah, I have a new full-time job and 2 part-time jobs. But my new full-time job, I love a lot, and I'm really excited to be there. However, they have asked me not to talk about them here, which I am going to respect and not do. Now, in the name of boundaries, we've also hit a point where Locklyn has requested that some things that are going on in our lives not be shared on the internet. And to probably my haters' surprise, I am going to respect that boundary. So I won't be talking about that. However, I will say that that has also taken a lot of my time and a lot of my energy and taken away from my time and energy that I have for content creation. And to put into perspective just how little time that I have, I've gone to the gym 3 times in the last 2 months. That ain't me. There's just been stuff. And then it got to the point where it was like when you get in a fight with your friend who's no longer your friend because you let too much time pass and no one's really mad anymore. You just kind of, it's just awkward. You can't go back, it's a little awkward. That's kind of how I felt. I also have ADHD, so it felt like coming back was a burden. I was so worried about like what people were gonna say, what people were gonna do. People were like, where are you? And it sparked like panic for an unknown reason. Locklyn still very much wants me to do this and also to be a part of this. There's just some things that she doesn't want to share. And on that note, she's actually packing for a sleepover, but she wants to come down and say hello. Please hold.
Hi.
Long time no see. And she's so big now. I feel like she probably has grown a foot since the last time you saw her. It's crazy to me that you guys have kind of watched her grow up because you were like, what, 4 or 5 when we started this? She's gonna be 9 in a couple weeks. Wild. Anyways, I do have some content that I'm gonna make. I'm probably gonna look like this because I probably have time to make it only today. And then I'll post it throughout whenever. I hope you forgive me. I hope you don't think I'm a scam artist. And if you do, that's fine. What can I do about that? I hope your Christmas was good. I hope your holidays were good. I've missed being here, but I've just had really important grass to water aside from content creation. So I hope you understand. Duty calls. Bye.
But all that being said, that is basically what's going on with Christina. She is a big content creator, but I kind of feel like she's a little bit niche. So if you don't follow her, you would have no idea that this is going on. And honestly, I don't even think this is like a controversy or anything, but that's just kind of what I've been calling this series. So I've been going with it. But yeah, that's the situation with Christina and Locklyn. Honestly, I hope that they just figure out a safe way to give away these trips because it's really cool that they decided to do that. Even though like they could have just kept the money for themselves and had a bigger trip for themselves. themselves or put the money towards something else, but instead they decided to like help other families and pay it forward, which is really cool. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Do you feel like it's a scam? Personally, like I said, I don't think it's a scam, but is this something that you heard of? Have you followed Life with Locklyn? Did you know about this going on, or am I just like late to the party? But all that being said, that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back on Wednesday with another video. Bye guys.